Hi, my name is Danica Padal, and this is my middle childhood blog. And for my middle childhood blog, I chose to answer the question from chapter 10, Bullies and Victims. I'm not sure which stance I would take, either teaching victims to be more assertive or understanding how bullying um, is hurtful to the victim. I think that if I were to be the one who teaches one of these, I would probably go for more of the victims being more assertive. I think that would be a better use of my time because I feel like when we spend I think that we spend a lot of time in school when we're in middle school, when that's a huge problem, talking about not bullying or if you're a bystander, like what to do. But we don't really talk about if you are the person being bullied, what you should do. Because I think that, I know that every single bullying situation is different, and I understand that, but I think that if I were to be the one teaching victims to be more assertive, that would be a better use of my time than just repeating what everyone hears in middle school, anyways. I think that when we try and teach bystanders to stand up, they're often scared that if they stand up, then the bullies will then bully them, which is an understandable fear, but it also prevents kids from then standing up for the person who is being bullied. And then nothing gets fixed. The bullying keeps going on. No one's talking about it. No one's getting help. No one's reaching out. The person isn't being assertive. The bystanders aren't being assertive. And the bully just thinks everything's fine and they can keep bullying. I think that because there are so many ways that people are bullied, like there's when you're in person, there's online, there's a whole group can bully you, there's an individual that can bully you, there's emotional bullying, and then there's also like physical bullying where this never happened to me, but like where people like punch each other, and it's not like in a silly goofy, oh, this is my friend, we're just like play fighting. It's more of like a I actually don't like you and I'm gonna punch you sort of way. So there's different ways. I feel as though instead of just having like a bystander be like, hey, I saw this guy punch someone, and then have someone be like, hey, that bully be like, I didn't do that, and then the kid not speaking up for themselves. I think if we teach that child to speak up for themselves, that would be a lot more beneficial for them and for the people that are trying to help them, like teachers or parents, because then they're hearing it from the kid and not from someone else. I think that if we were to teach children to be more assertive, I think that would also build up their confidence because they could say to teachers or parents, like, I stood up for myself, but it didn't work, or whatnot. Also, to go back to my other point, with all the different types of bullying, there's different ways to be assertive in those situations. You can be like, you can either delete that social media, you can block that person. In person, you can talk to them right back. You can go get a teacher. You can call someone. You have a bunch of witnesses. In a group, there's multiple different people. And then with the individual, there's a different way to, there's different ways to go about handling that situation. I think that I would go for teaching how to be more assertive, only because I was bullied for so many years, and I get how scary it is to speak up because I never spoke up. The only reason that my situation got resolved or fixed, I would say, not really resolved, is because I felt confident enough to tell my sister what was going on, and then she in turn told my parents what was going on, and then they got involved. So it went on for so long because I didn't know how to speak up about it, and I was too scared that if I spoke up, it would get worse. And I think that there should be a way that we should teach kids how to stop it from happening. So that's the one that I would go with, is teaching victims to be more assertive. I don't think that we should stop teaching people that bullying is hurtful to the victims, but I think that we should spend more time in schools teaching kids how to be more assertive if they are being bullied. Thank you for listening.